Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a monthly series of our Totalitarian Teenage from Outer Space. It is early, it is a Saturday morning, but we're here, we're ready to play. Unfortunately, Emma can't be with us today. She is not feeling well, so please go give her some love on the internet and send her some well wishes. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our lovely people over at Our Telstorian. They help to sponsor a giveaway on this channel every single time we play, so you can win your own rulebook of Teenage from Outer Space. So you can have the fun too. You can play too. It's really awesome. And they're very, very lovely folks. And actually, we got to see them. Well, we got to see at least one of them, Jay, last episode, who set me up for a lot of chaos that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, but it's all set up. I just have to hit the ball and get it going. But let's go around and see all of our lovely people this morning. Let's first go over to Greg. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, good morning, Kiana. How are you?
Doing good.
Greg, Grimjack21502 here. I just wanted to jump on the Artausorian bandwagon and say it's a great thing the system is being given away. And also, if you want to, I always find this so awesome, and my son loves it. We are pre-gens over on the Artausorian website. So if you want to download all of these fantastic characters, you may do so. We are there for your pleasure. Do with us what you will. But I'm Grimjack. I'm going to be playing CC today. Hey, Kiana, back to you.
Yep. We have the awesome free gens there, so people can go do their own adventures with these characters. There's a lot of alternate universe shenanigans you could get into. We already have like alternate universe versions of these characters, so like might as well throw in some more.
Yeah, CC is a neurologist or something. Yeah.
Yes, and that's entirely what he would be in an alternate universe. Let's go over to Lindy. Good morning, Lindy.
Good morning. I like to think that alternate universe CC is like sober and wears a tie, because that's just about as contrary as you can get.
Yeah, he's Michael J. Fox in Secret of My Success. That's Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves. That's all it's playing.
Yeah, it's
Back
great.
to you.
I'm Lindy. This is my channel. We're here to play games and have fun. It is Saturday morning, and I am excited and happy to be here, as is everyone.
I'm ready for my intro. If my guest has
it's my turn right now, Travis. So you can.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can wait a second.
Sorry, I'm so excited to do this. So excuse me.
So excited he practically leapt out of bed this morning. I'll be playing Corellia. She's a tentacle-haired teenage alien who is Jarek's girlfriend. But there was a lot of shade thrown at that last month, so we'll see what happens this month. I'm very excited. Thank you, Kiana.
Yep, totally fine. That relationship will be totally cool, chill. Always, it's always fine and chill.
Yeah.
It's never not fun and chill.
If it isn't, we don't talk about it.
And finally, let's go over to Travis. Good morning, Travis.
Oh, the morning came up like thunder, Kiana. The thunder of 1,000 mornings. But we're okay because we're playing a little TFOS, little teenagers from outer space. I'm playing Derek, sensitive spaceman, this morning. And I know what Emma's doing. Emma went back to bed like a sensible person. But no, I'm going to pound this coffee and get silly in front of you. So let's get it on. Derek, 1959 Teenagers from Outer Space. David Love. That's what we're doing.
We're already silly on Saturday mornings, so I'm excited to see what happens now, because especially since the focus is going to be all on you today, with our arc taking us where it is.
Oh no. Listen, certainly something else could happen.
Yes, I'm sure anything can happen here in this wonderful world of Teenage from Outer Space. I definitely don't have any plans. That's actually true. I don't have any plans. But anyway, I'm your referee. I play everybody who isn't these players. I also usually just get the ball rolling and sit back and let things happen. And that's what the best GMs do for an improv comedy game. Yeah, we're real silly this morning, but let's do it. Let's go. I guess. I guess I should probably give a little context as to what happened last episode. Last episode, Derek and his friends received a very strange message, asking Derek, well, demanding that Derek come home. At the same time, they received some messages from a mysterious visitor, one who says that he is from Derek's home planet. After some convoluted planning, possible war battle planning, including acorns and sticks on the sidewalk and
In
a
front of
lot of
waffles and such.
in front of waffles and such, and a lot of threatening over the phone, they eventually get over to Derek's home, where the mysterious visitor was waiting for them. Upon which they find out that the mysterious visitor is none other than one of Derek's many clones. Because that's how this home planet is. And this Derek, who the group soon named Cool Derek, said that, you know, things at the home planet have changed. It's no longer a terrible authoritarian hellscape after John's secret doppelganger / alternate universe self introduced democracy. I forgot about that until I just said it.
Smith John.
Yeah,
Potentially.
Smith John. Yeah, introduced democracy to the home planet. And actually, Derek had been invited to come back home for their birthday party, the collective birthday party of all the Dereks. Because that's the thing that this authoritarian planet does, clearly, obviously. And so, with Cool Derek piloting his own ship and guiding the other characters to Derek's home planet, that's what we're going to pick up, because who knows what's happening there. Okay, so John is busy piloting the Are You Okay? The Are You Okay is not enjoying this ride. It's been a long time since the Are You Okay has been taken anywhere outside of like the bathroom. Like, not the bathroom, the storage closet in the school where it's a fake bathroom.
It's been since like Neo Yokio. It's been crazy.
Yep, last time with Neo Yokio. And so it's not super happy about it. I think you hear like, you know, it makes noises and John talks to it in a scolding manner, just back and forth. But as you fly, you do get to a point where you look out your window and you see Derek's home planet. Derek, what does your home planet look like from outer space?
I think it's a neatly kept wasteland. It is depressing in its they spend a lot of money on it, and all they do is eat gargons and facilitate the harvesting of more gargons. So there's like some sort of central city hub that is, you know, sort of a Frank Lloyd Wright, no 90-degree angles, futurist, architectural. A lot of work was put into it, and it sucks. It is not amusing or pleasing. It is extremely sterile. It's like if a Dixie cup took up half a planet, and There's nothing to do here. There's nothing interesting here. No one's going to ask you what type of topping you'd like on your pizza. It is awful and has a single purpose, extremely uncomfortable chairs, no free parking, and it's just the worst.
So it's an
Like
office.
most of Dallas.
I was gonna say, so it's an office space turned into an entire planet.
Yeah, it's like a long office park that covers most of a planet.
Oh, that's awful. I hate it.
Yeah. It's miserable. There's not even a fountain.
Yeah. And I think all of you can, the same way that you could feel the mundane like that, and that energy, you can feel that energy coming off of this planet. Like you feel this like dreaded adult.
You know, Derek, this explains a lot.
Corellia, it is as the teenager as our classmates would put it, the absolute worst, and I can't even.
Did someone start playing Richard Marx? I hear Richard Marx in my head.
That could be John Smith.
No, he's not here.
No. Wouldn't surprise me if John had him in a closet somewhere.
Dick owes me money.
And you see, yeah, go ahead.
No, please.
Okay. So you see Cool Derek's ship starting to I'm gonna love the facial expression I'm gonna get every time I say that. You see Cool Derek's ship start to go towards a particularly cubicle-esque looking structure. Like if you took a cubicle and made it much larger, so that it basically was like a neighborhood. That's where we're at. It starts to take you towards that, where there seems to be a marked out, here is a landing space. Land here. Yeah, we'll take you down that way.
Kiana, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Wasn't Chuck Berry also on the ship?
Yes, I believe Chuck Berry was also here. I can't remember who y'all kidnapped to be on here, but
I didn't kidnap anybody. It was Jay playing Cool Derek. Kidnapped Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
To bring music back, and also in a further discussion that was on Twitter, Jay said he should have, and he would like to retcon. I believe, I'm not putting words in his mouth or taking away agency. He wanted to be able to save the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and Buddy Holly a moment before they crashed into the plane, and they would also have been on. So basically, whoever's on there, all the believed deceased rock stars, CC would have been hanging out with them. So
yeah. So this is CC. Are you okay? It is larger than it is on the outside for sure, but it's getting a little crowded with all these musicians that have been taken out of their time and place and space. That's where we're at. Cool. So as you all land, again, that oppressive like feeling of just mundanity is almost palpable. You can almost taste it. It tastes like Dale coffee and like paper.
Ooh.
It's awful. Metered parking and toll roads everywhere. Vending machines, kitchenettes.
But the vending machines only have like the one item, right? It's just like, this is chips.
Yes. Would you like a bag of chips? Yes or no? Will you take the green herb? There's no green herb on this planet, by the way, at all.
Everything's manufactured here.
Would you like a cola? Would you enjoy a cola with your ration?
Yep.
Y'all are really selling
Um,
this place.
um, yeah. So you land, and because it's toll parking everywhere, John elects to stay inside the "Are you okay?" so that
Yeah.
they don't have to pay. Because just chilling, just idling.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah, if
neutral,
you
not
just leave it
park.
hovering. Yeah, John, if you just leave it hovering just about 2 inches off the ground, they won't meter you. They won't ticket you. So just don't touch the ground.
You might want to set the rate at the cool. Your focusing disintegrator ray. You might want to set it to
I'm
cool.
sorry.
You might want to set your focusing disintegrator ray to the cool setting. Because
Oh,
there's a lot of
I-
uncool vibes here. Just
Oh,
saying.
it's Corellia, you don't even know the half of it. And I would set it to my non-lethal setting, but the fact of the matter is we could be destroyed at any second, either through a stray focusing disintegrator ray. Children sometimes get a hold of it during their training and play with it in the streets. That, of course, is punishable by 1,000 years in the cubes, but it's not the point. The point is, I'm arming myself because we don't know what we're up against. I
Okay.
understand that today is our birthday. I was really hoping that my friends wouldn't find out that over 150,000 beings on another planet have the same birthday as me and look exactly like me. And here we are. But you'll be able to know it's me, right?
Because you got the
You guys can tell.
We'll put the
difference
smudge
between-
on your forehead.
Oh, right.
Yeah, CC.
I parted my hair differently. I thought maybe that one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Was like when Grandpa took me to Ash Wednesday. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we'll wait for other Derek to land. I don't understand why you guys keep calling him Cool Derek. What specifically is he doing that earns him the designation Cool in front of his name? I guess I'd like some more data. I'd like some more input.
Do you
As
want
to
us
what?
to? Would you like another moniker before your name? I mean, I could generate one by the end of the episode.
No.
I mean, our time here on the planet.
No, I've been in high school long enough to know that that's rolling the dice with the fates.
You play
CC.
fast and loose. You either what do you want to roll the dice? Let's take it.
I saw what happened to Fat Steve. I saw I'm not just gonna ask for a nickname in high
Listen,
school.
Limp Henry is just a cautionary tale.
Exactly. I'm not at homeroom with Limp Henry. He'll never live that down. And I'm not just gonna
Or up.
leave myself wide open for that. Okay. What? Your friends seem like sophisticated guys. I don't think that they're, appreciate low humor like that. Can we just get back on the ship and go home? Do we have to do this? I know, like, it was a really cool ride. You've seen it, right? Let me tell you something. What you're looking at right here, this is the whole thing. There's no like water park, or there's barely a cafeteria on this entire planet. Am I making sense? When I say the worst, I'm telling you she's bad.
All comedians are liars. In fact, I did some research. I found out that Rodney Dangerfield actually was very respected.
Really? Wow.
Well,
the
liked
name
by
like
peers, yeah.
Dangerfield. That's yeah. All right. Yeah, I didn't name him Cool Derek. That was CC and John. I didn't say anything, really. Just trying to avoid the subject.
I didn't name him that. I was under the assumption that was his name.
It's not
I'm
a bad
CC. I
assumption.
thought he was Cool Derek.
I mean, you do have to call him something other than Derek to designate him from me. That makes sense, right? From an operational point of view. So I guess I just don't understand what would make him cool specifically. All he did was sit on the couch and snipe at me and ensue that I don't spend enough time with or pay enough attention to my friend here, Corellia, my girlfriend, my friend who is also a girl, who my affection for is clear. You can see it from space. I believe they can and have actually studied affection from space. What? Okay. Hi, Leo. I know. Leo's telling me to be quiet.
Leo better stay under wraps. He is an appetizer here, if I am not mistaken.
Oh, that's right. All right, Leo.
I pay attention, believe it or not.
I wasn't going to mention it.
I remember a lot of shit about backstories.
Did you want Leo to get eaten, Derek? Gosh.
No.
All right, Leo, you get to go in the jacket.
Leo's under my protection on this planet.
Leo looks to you as if like to kind of say, "You protect me."
I don't guarantee his safety, but I will attempt to provide it as much as possible while we're here.
You see the antennas, like one goes down and the other goes up, like in a questioning brow, but like doesn't say anything. Oh.
So I think faintly too, you're hearing like Pat Boone and just sonically to the atmosphere here. Perry Como, they have, if you do see a television, Lawrence Welk is on it, or the galactic equivalent. There's sort of a AM gold, just energy going on at all times. I just thought I'd add.
Just yacht rock.
You were begging for yacht rock at this point. It's like the new Main Street Singers. It's
right.
It's the absolute, like, your grandparents' record collection. Kooky, lend me your comb. Kooky. He died recently, Kooky. Anyway, grandma rock. No yacht rock.
All right, so the doors of the "Are You Okay" open. And yeah, you're there's a 2-inch step you'll have to step down because the "Are You Okay" is currently hovering. But you see Cool Derek's ship land pretty close next to y'all. And he steps out and kind of gestures towards a large authoritarian door into inside this kind of I'm gonna say it's almost like a it's one of the, again, it's like I said, no 90-degree angles, so it's like this kind of weird hexagonal shape building. There is no windows. Because of course there's not.
Just like that awful, like slightly flickering fluorescent lighting.
Yeah, everything looks like it was designed by someone who designed a prison, and then just didn't know how to design anything else. Yeah, That was my university. We had buildings literally designed by an architect who designed prisons.
If you're older, everybody, this is where Tom Hanks worked in Joe versus the Volcano. If you're as old as me, or older, I guess, or like Tom Hanks. Back to you, Kiana.
Yep. So, So Cool Derek kind of just gestures towards that door, and he's actually gonna kind of give a little wave and step inside, kind of expecting y'all to follow.
All right. Everybody just play it cool.
Yeah,
Right.
always.
They start plying you with questions. If they ask to search you, okay, you do not consent. Okay, just any kind of odd behavior on your part could set off all sorts of alarms, protocol, procedures, bureaucracy. So just, try not to, don't consume anything, CC, while we're here in the room. Don't light anything.
Like on
Just let it-
fire or on my person?
on like that you might have with you. There's no smoking in the plaza buildings here. Just giving you a heads up. Oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
It's not too late to just get right back on the ship. Okay, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but we were in that spaceship for hours.
Grandpa already threw me a birthday. Okay, we had a Whitman sampler and watched MASH. It was amazing.
I have to ask then, did you ever tell your friends it was your birthday? I don't think so.
Oh no, Derek, no, absolutely not.
Why didn't you tell us? It was your birthday.
I don't like to celebrate my birthday because every time I have a birthday, over 150,000 other beings who look just like me are entitled dicks about it. And I was hoping to purge this tradition after starting my new life on Earth. I don't like my birthday.
Statistically speaking,
I
like
don't want to celebrate
150,000
it.
people also celebrate my birthday and Cece's birthday, at least.
Not at once.
But, I mean, on the same day, yeah. There's a lot
Right,
of
but you don't have
population.
to go to
we
like
don't all look
a
like
function.
each other, yeah. I'm just saying.
I take your point. I take your point. I take your point. It's just a lot of.
Okay.
I've worked really hard to get over my experience on my home planet and enjoy Earth very much, and never thought I would be back here, standing here, talking to you on my home soil that I loathe with all of my being so completely. He's like saying this in front of, or no, he's not saying it in front of
Cool Derek.
Cool Derek. Certainly loud enough for him to know the Cool Derek.
And I'm also gonna say, there's fucking surveillance shit everywhere on this planet. Like,
see, Derek can't. And so it's like that. I loathe so completely, right? Like he's trying to kind of half.
Okay,
keep his
well
voice
then,
down because
let's
he knows
just
that security forces
get
are
on
nearby.
with.
All right, come on.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you take the lead.
He's doing his exercises. He like straightens up,
So,
and
what I took from all that, Derek, is that your birthday is a bad feeling for you because you have to share it with everybody around you. But if it were a singular event that was just for you, then it might be better. Is that what I'm hearing?
Like if you had a birthday on Earth?
If you were different than everyone else?
the first time anything was given just for me in my entire history of existence was when Grandpa rented me a room for effectively free though he told me I had to go find a job or get into school, and I chose the latter.
Yeah, I know.
And when he gave me a box of Raisinets on my last a year ago birthday, and I thought that was the last birthday that I should have, is he gave me some Raisinets and he bought me a bed frame, which I thought was very generous, and also some scrip. He gave me some scrip and also a $10 savings bond and a gift certificate to the Best Buy online store, which I framed. So that was my last birthday, as far as I was concerned. Yes, Cece, I suppose if there was a special day that was all for me, that would be a beautiful dream. But that's not what happens to everybody. It's not the hand everybody was dealt.
Oh, then you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him, fucker. And he goes over to Cool Derek's ship, and he gets Chuck Berry's guitar and personal walking around battery-powered 1956 amp that just goes over the shoulder. If anybody's ever seen the classic Crossroads with Ralph Macchio, you know exactly what I'm talking about. As he swings it over like a purse and flips over Chuck's guitar and gets it the way he needs it. And he is going to act as Derek's herald here to make sure that everybody knows that Derek is unique among the Dereks of this planet. He'll begin by playing Just Like Paradise by David Lee Roth. Which you can listen on with me. If here, I'll give you my hold on.
Here's my playlist.
There's a noise ordinance.
What's that?
It's a noise ordinance. You can't play it too loud on the street or they'll disintegrate you.
No, they won't. And he turns it up a little bit louder. And he goes, they're all going to remember this shit. This is Derek, everybody. Diamond
Right.
Derek.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay. Give me a hot second. Let's see. Okay. There's like a moment of just the music going, and then you hear a somewhere hidden within one of these walls, because of course there's security cameras and surveillance shit, and of course there'd be like, other systems put into place. You just see a boom, and you watch as Cool Derek's ship is disintegrated.
Chuck!
see what I told you?
He went out for the music, man. Single tear. Fuck it, I'm still
Loud
playing.
music. You play loud music on the street here, you're gonna get somebody killed. Now get inside.
Is that Freedom Rock, man? We'll turn it up, man.
Turn it up inside. There's no legal filing for that. You can't contest that. There's nowhere to go. Like they'll just disintegrate you on site. That's how this works. Get inside. We all have to use the bathroom before
Yeah, I do have to use the bathroom.
they talk to me. You have to use the 3 seashells.
What? Sounds way less complicated than the 8 seashell method we use back home.
Okay, so are y'all going inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You go inside, and it is that gray. It is gray. It is not quite dim, but it's dim enough that you kind of have to your eyes strain a little bit to see appropriately. Actually, it's really nice for you, Corellia,
Oh,
it's a good,
this
it's
is
a
so
good,
much. This is so nice. So
yeah, it's a
dim.
good, it's a good brightness for you. Minus the flickering of the
Yeah.
fluorescence. Um, it's immediately like there's already you're just in the entranceway, but you can tell it's a maze of a hallway in here. And there's the bathrooms there. You can deal with the business. And but you see another door, which had a single banner across it, which just said "Welcome home, Derek," and
Hey.
spelled the way that your name is spelled.
Yeah, it has a weird spelling with not enough vowels.
Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah, it's like a designation.
Yeah, DRK or something like that. Yeah.
So Derek's just frowning at this banner because it's not hard to tell that it's just for him. It's saying welcome, it says welcome home, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like he is at once embarrassed and equally annoyed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Frowning.
Cece senses the mood and switches to "Brilliant Disguise" by Bruce Springsteen.
And with this banner, I'm gonna say there's like a few balloons, but it's from what? Of course, my brain's like, what TV show? Can't remember the name of the TV show. With incredibly bland balloons, like they're like beige colored balloons,
like gray and beige, and they're really
Yeah.
matte. There's like no shine to them.
yeah.
Oh,
It's clearly indicating go through this door.
It's like a city council meeting,
Yes.
you know.
ugh, ugh.
I'm loving being able to describe this planet. It's just the worst parts of bureaucracy.
Every room has a turnstile to count population density.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Like weird plastic, like thigh high, like dividers that will whack your crotch into if you're not careful. You can just hop right over, but they put it there just to move you around the room. It's awful.
Yeah.
We could spend the next hour and a half shitting on Derek's home planet. I have enough for this. If that's what this was, I'm just saying I could do it.
I'm just taking notes. Turnstiles, cock level.
All made of that fucking concrete brick that's like 9 inches tall, you know, that they
But
put that milky paint on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Like
and
that
it's not
cinder
real.
block building.
It's not real brick. It's like they
No.
impress it with the like lines
Yeah,
to make it
it's-
look like brick.
Yes, like bathrooms at public parks.
Yes.
They're just there. There's no central air. It just exists to keep the elements out, presumably, and it's not working. Anyway.
Yep. So there's a door with "Welcome Home" on it and balloons.
I'm guessing that's the way they want us to go. Got your name on it, Derek.
Yeah, it is. It does. That's for me. They made me a banner, apparently. They would have had to have set the typesetting all differently to put home instead of, you know, back from war and annihilation. Sorry, anyway.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
way
lot
are
of
we
different
going?
letters.
Which way did other Derek go? It is. It's a lot of work for them. They get very excited about doing the same thing over and over again. It's kind of the deal. It's not too late to go back, by the way. He didn't blow up our ship. They didn't disintegrate the Are You Okay? We just... I think Taco Bell is still doing breakfast. We could all...
We just had waffles and such. On the Are You
Right.
Okay?
All right. Okay.
The door opens a little bit, and you see Cool Derek. You assume, uh, who kind of like, come on.
We got to pump it up a little bit. Derek looks at the other Derek and is like, "Hello, Derek."
Hi, Derek. You coming in?
Permission to enter?
And we'll nod.
Not here to break protocol just because it's our birthday. All right. Let's tighten it up. And you're seeing a side of Derek that you haven't really seen. It's this is the seasoned military.
Have we not seen this, Derek, though?
Maybe flat. Well, okay, fine. He doesn't think you've seen it.
Yeah.
He thinks you haven't seen this side of him where he takes command and, runs it like some sort of extremely damaged former military. Except it's worse than that, because the military implies that there's some sort of honor code that like gives you a guiding light. I'm talking Orwellian nightmare, boot on someone's face forever, like, except it's run like the IRS, right?
Oh. Yep.
It'd be like if Blackwater was run by like a paper company. Okay. Sorry. Again, we could spend the next hour and a half shitting on this.
If Dunder Mifflin was an arms dealer, is that like what we're
Yeah.
And then over my shoulder, Cece is playing Breathless Human Touch by Bruce Springsteen. Just like really low. I like with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth. Yeah.
All right. Cool Derek will just kind of be like, all right, come on. And we'll
Faster you
duck
go, the
back
sooner
into
you
the
get this
room.
over with.
So y'all enter, and it is dark in this room. Very dark.
Ah,
Super dark.
yes. Check on Leo.
It is
Derek,
quiet. Yeah. It is quiet except for it's quiet except for the squeaking of your shoes on the floor, because that's what this place is. You squeak everywhere.
Polished like vinyl. Yeah.
Yep. And you step inside, and the door closes behind you. And then suddenly the light flicks on, and a huge chorus of people saying happy birthday all happens. You are surrounded by Dereks, so many Dereks in the middle, and it's just ginormous room. You were not expecting this room to be big, but it is very large. It is like an auditorium or something like that. In the center of this room is a table with the most generic looking grocery store cake you could imagine.
Doesn't even have a name, it just says happy birthday.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
It is
Yes.
the most generic grocery store cake.
Yes.
And
And
yes,
like
you
the
were
sandwich
surrounded
cookie.
by other Dereks. Yes.
The Oreos that aren't even Hydrox, they're like the knockoff Hydrox vanilla and chocolate sandwich cookies, like from Costco or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
the worst.
But yeah,
So
you're
Derek
surrounded.
has that. Derek has that. You know, the big wide shot before they cut to commercial. You know, and there's just like you get the back of his head on the, you know, up on his neck, and just like closes his eyes. He's just cloaked in humiliation and embarrassment. The worst being sung happy birthday when you don't really want to be sung happy birthday. The song feels like the longest song
Yeah.
ever.
And it's a bunch of Derek's doing this in his voice.
Yep. It's gotta sound real weird. Like someone just hit like record and then like they just mixed it a bajillion times.
Basically.
This is kind of
So
weird.
this is all happening.
Cece is just upset that they didn't have a cookie puss. He was expecting like a cookie puss there, and I don't know who knows cookie puss, but if you don't look it up, because I'm not going to tell you.
Cookie puss.
Oh God. Oh
For the last time, cookie puss.
yeah, no, yeah. God.
It's not even a Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah, no.
It's just, it's like, what size cake would you like? Point at the picture of the cake that you would like. It's the 24 by, 18 sheet cake with
Yep.
the.
Oh, deal with it. Okay, so this song goes on for what feels like forever. It's incredibly unnerving. Like,
Ugh.
Like Derek turns and like makes eye contact with you about halfway through it,
Yeah. Intense eye contact.
It's a weird test of wills.
And
It's super awkward.
the song, yeah, it's so awkward. It is the most awkward. Finally, the song ends.
I hope to never sing anything again.
Thank
And,
you. Thank you, Derek's.
Yeah, and it's a very clear, open way towards the table with the cake. Like again, you're surrounded by Derek's, but like it's very orderly. So, like it's almost like they had put like a perimeter around like this is where you
Yeah.
can stand and this is where you can't stand, just so there's a very clear pathway for you to go to the very generic cake. You also note that behind you, Derek's announced in front of the door. So
Just like walk over to the table and like puts his hands on his hips and frowns at it. It's like, birthday package number 3. You guys really went all out. See, I even got the red drink and the purple drink. Spared no expense.
For a second, Cece's ears perk up when he hears purple drink and then realizes it's soda.
Right. It's midday. Shouldn't you all be at stormtrooping? Isn't stormtrooping right after lunch, as well as village burning?
and you hear a voice that is not Derek call out. Says, "No, today's a special day." And Derek, you recognize this voice, even though you haven't heard it in years.
No, it can't be.
And from
Turn.
within the sea of derricks, there steps out the supreme leader. Who almost never makes public appearances like this, especially not for derricks.
Heavens no.
Kiana,
You see
face
this?
claim.
Oh God, I should have had the Wikipedia for Teenage from Outer Space up. Oh God, what's his face? What's his name? Who are you? What's your Supreme
Oh,
Leader?
this is an actual.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm using the actual fucking Gene Sterling. That's his name. As the alien leader, thanks to Wikipedia. I think that's what it says.
American
Unless
economist Gene Sperling?
No. No. Listen, I'm just going off of what Wikipedia is telling me. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Oh, from the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh,
It is
sure.
Gene
No wonder you can't
Sterling.
Google. Okay.
I
Yeah,
think so.
he's great.
That's what the IMDb says.
Definitely punches community theater weight. You know, got the skunk patch in the beard. You know, has a stately dignity to him that a character actor from the late 1950s would have. And about the budget range that you know, he's no Harvey B. Dunn. There's no doubt about that. But he's serviceable in the role.
What every actor wants to hear.
It's serviceable.
Gene Sperling was serviceable as
As
The
the
Supreme
alien
Leader.
leader.
he rounds out the cast.
I'm hoping I'm getting the right person.
Hollywood Reporter described me as serviceable. Rex Reed says serviceable.
Yeah, that dude.
Gene
It's that
Siskel
dude.
compares me to someone who is not distracting.
Yes, said I was more interesting than a potted plant.
Yeah, so you see the Supreme Leader step out. We put a link in chat so you can
Yep.
see what he looks like. Because I realized I would. Am I ever prepared for this game? No.
Yes,
don't
look
need
at
to
that
be, though.
beard. He's got a champion Just for Men paste on beard going, by the way. And I love the Doctor Doom cloak chained at the neck. That's a very nice touch. And he gets 3 stripes. To be clear, all the derricks have this V formation.
Yeah.
It's the third, and then their superiors would have the second stripe. And then we're getting into the nuances of the military designations for derricks people. Then, of course, the captain gets the 3 stripes. Like knockoff Adidas. The Adidams. You get the 3rd stripe there. It's like a
Yep.
Rolex.
So he steps out.
It's a Rolex watch.
Steps out. And he has the knife with the cake.
He's got a knife.
I think it's for
And
the cake.
Derek does not salute. Okay?
Ooh, okay.
Derek stands stock still. It's Mad Dogs, this guy. This is as rebellious as Derek gets, by the way. This is Derek's teenage.
This is his teenage angst.
They all have a little James Dean in them, this whole strata of character. They all wish that they were as rebellious and pulled it off
you
so
rebellious,
beautifully.
Derek?
It's just like he's got this kind of cocksure look on his face, and he's like, I'm not gonna salute. Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Got his
and
hand.
like Carlia and Cece, you know that everyone else in the room salutes. Just not your Derek.
And I also not salute and follow suit.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
they do
way
the-
that CC saluted.
They do the
Yeah.
Hydra, the
Yeah, they do the
fist.
Hydra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
It's good to see you, Derek.
Supreme Leader.
It was not good to see Derek.
And you brought your friend with you. I was expecting the third one. Helda.
Our other friend, very powerful time traveling friend, is back on our conveyance on our craft, which is not violating any local codes or ordinances because it is floating 2 inches off the ground. So the meter force will have to stand down on that. And we're here because I received a transmission requesting my presence on this planet. Otherwise, I would be back because today is B Day, and that means I have archery and badminton after lunch. But instead, I have reported here per your request. So I would like to receive, your message, and then I really have to get back for show choir.
Hell yeah.
We have competition coming up in a few weeks, so it's clutch time.
That foreigner song's not gonna sing itself.
Well, I'm glad you were able to come, considering your very busy schedule. And he's gonna very calmly start cutting the cake. Kind of doing that, talk to you while he's doing something else to
Mm-hmm.
at this act of like nonchalance or whatever.
You got to get those really tight close-ups of the knife cutting the cake. Very, just breaching the surface of the cake.
Yeah.
Sorry, aesthetically,
no.
I
I mean, that's exactly what's happening here. This incredibly generic grocery store cake. And says,
One
you know
piano
what,
key plays. Ding!
yeah. Said, do you know what day it is today, Derek?
when third Tuesday. Ferd?
Do you know why this day is a special one?
Is there some sort of anniversary of the conquering of one of the more useful planets for the grazing land for our gargon herds?
Oh, I wouldn't pull out all the stops for that. No,
I love
Certainly
how
not.
this is pulling out all the stops.
Right.
welcome to this planet.
I know, it's great.
We got the-
Sorry.
We got the 10-ounce cups instead of the 8-ounce
Oh,
cups.
wow. God damn.
It's a big deal.
Nickelback over setting up in the corner.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Not even that, a Nickelback, like, cover band.
Cover band?
Cover band, I know.
Yes.
Dimeback.
Yo!
Like 4 Derek. 4 Derek's with particularly sincere looks on their faces. Plugging in amplifiers.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what the special designation of today is beyond, obviously, the Derek's birthday. which I no longer celebrate.
You see, it is the Derek's birthday. And this particular designation has a important meaning to me. You see, all of you have been created from my own genetics. I know you normally don't know your parentage, but all of you were created as potential next leaders.
But Derek begins to sputter and then rocks through all the lines of like regulation and code that forbids this. But section 298 of your own code designates that it forbids the knowledge of the source of the genetic material for any of the Dereks. It can't be true. That's impossible.
It's my own rules. I can break them if I wish, unless you'd like to question me more.
The
Derek.
supreme load, if you will.
I'd like to think that Derek makes direct eye contact and then accepts the slice of cake off of the 5-inch paper tray with the plastic fork that has the sides that will cut the inside of your mouth if you flip it over and go like this. They will slice your lips open. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not, the manufacture of these things was not carefully considered. They're dangerous. Okay. So he like takes his cake and like then breaking eye contact and staring off into the middle distance takes a single bite of Costco cake, space Costco cake.
As soon as Derek takes the bite, CC just strums the guitar.
You're like, oh, it's so good too. He like then like continuing his gaze, you just see hundreds of your own face. It's like the Being John Malkovich poster. It's just his own face all over the place, and then looks back at this Billy Mays bearded supreme leader looking back at him holding a knife. Father.
I suppose that is the correct term. But that's not the most important part of today. You see, all of you are now of the age where it's about time that I figure out which one of you is most suitable to be trained to become the next leader of this planet.
But we were told that the sciences provided you unnatural life and that your reign would be forever.
It's true. My reign is technically forever when my genetic material lives on in all of these clones.
One load to rule them all.
God fucking...
But what about your humors, your sanguine humors? Will they be preserved?
I think the leader will step around the table and place a hand onto your shoulder, Derek.
Derek icily, acknowledges it on his shoulder and looks back into his father's eyes.
Don't you worry about that. What you will have to worry about over the next however long it will take is whether you will come out on top.
Father, I have rejected the
see-
ways of. It's gross. I would love Derek would definitely take this opportunity to just make Father, I have rejected the ways of my people. I will not enter some sort of blood war contest of Derek's to see who will succeed in empire of genocide, banality, and very poor decision making on every level. My time on Earth has given me the perspective on this civilization that my other Derek brothers will never have, which is the cold, frankly, quite depressing culture of homogeny and middle management and mediocrity. This culture, this world is only half good at the one thing they've decided to do, which is murdering civilizations so that space lobsters can eat somewhere other than right out there in all that empty land out there that you're not using for more white boxes. So you'll excuse me if I tell you that you can take your contest for leadership of this planet and answer the door.
Sorry, there's a doorbell, and now the dog is losing her absolute mind.
Like, someone answer the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, Derek loses it in his like inches from his father's face with his father's hand on his shoulder.
Yep. And just like, and see, that's why you are the most interesting candidate. And
Derek's face smolders. His youthful Marlon Brando looks are really coming right now. He goes from a Harry Connick to a young Brando pretty quickly.
Episode 4, A New Hope.
and he gives your shoulder a squeeze a little bit too tight. Like, his smile is there, but it's not warm. It's coldly amused by all of this.
As if President Snow were played by a serviceable actor.
Yeah.
Serviceable Billy Mays.
And he will take a step back, say, well, unfortunately, as always, you don't have much of a choice. And the floor under you gives way, and y'all drop.
Cece flies for a second and doesn't drop. And then just switches over to Steve Winwood back in the high life and slowly descends.
So Curly, you're also dropped with everybody. And I think you you hear I think the entire floor, you hear the other Dereks also drop. And when you finally orient yourself into this new place that you have been dropped into. The lights flick back on. All of you are in separate rooms. Tiny, tiny rooms. Like, I don't know measurements off the top of my head. It's just barely bigger than a closet. No windows. One door for each. And within this room, let me just go see what chat said again.
All right, Leo, it's just the two of us now. If we need to, we can pretend you're a gargon. Maybe we'll scare him off.
Okay, yeah, okay. In front of, in all of these rooms, there is a table. And there is an absolute mess of coins on it, scattered across. And it's like mostly like pennies and nickels and dimes. And you hear the Supreme Leader voice over the intercom, all of you. Well, Derek said that he did not want to participate in any bloody combat here. So I've devised up some new trials to test other ways. All of these are the coins from this is our annual accounting of the vending machine. Every coin needs to be counted by hand. I am timing how fast you can do this and how accurate you are, down to the cent. Of course, if you lose any coins or if you take it, that will be punishable by death.
Cool.
Cece's just starting pile coin. You gotta count them.
And is there a ceiling in the room where we fell in?
Yes, there is a ceiling.
There is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Derek's expression is one of steely determination. Okay. This is, and now we're in the Nick Cage. We're Nick Cage in The Rock right now. Okay. We know what's going on. The camera is handheld at all times, and Derek sets to work. Okay, this all his training, all his cunning. He's going to count all these coins quickly, and then he's going to free his friends.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need some rolls here to see how fast you can do this.
Yeah, Corellia's also counting coins.
I am making you roll this episode because I did not make you roll.
No.
I am making you roll this episode, damn it. So, what kind of roll do you think this is? How are you approaching counting the coins? Are you just doing it by actually manually doing it? Are you trying to implement a certain skill or ability?
I'm using cool.
How? Pray tell. How are you using cool to count coins from vending machine?
You said that it's in a pile, correct? And this was accounting?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm familiar with a lot of accounting, fudging with things like this. So CC just makes a pile of coins, all of the coins, freezes them together so they're all in the one area. And in Frost, on one side of the table, he writes greater than 1, and on the other side, he writes less than infinity. And with the pile in the middle of the equation. That's a cool roll, Kiana.
Okay.
I'm going smarts. It's 1d10.
1d10 plus whatever modifiers. So a +1 for your power, a +1 for your or plus whatever for your ability score. So
Yeah.
just a smarts.
Official Artel Saurian Games, Derek character sheet here.
That's a 16, Kiana 17 if you let me use my freeze power.
Jesus Christ.
Corellia, she's got DaPinci as like supervisor. She's it's the time, and she's using her tentacle hair to sort coins by size. So she's just trying to sort real fast, and so because she's going more on size rather than actually counting them, she's like kind of going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like her hands writing, but her hair is moving. I think it's gonna be more of luck that she sorts them all properly with her hair.
Yeah.
So, cool. Okay. Plus luck plus prehensile hair.
Jesus Christ, y'all. And let me just see how. Oh no, poor Derek's.
Oh no, poor Derek's. They need to go to school on Earth.
So, the three of you sort through your coins in your assorted ways, with CC finishing the fastest.
I'd like to think that Derek flashes back to finally tipping over the giant penny jar that Grandpa kept in the corner by the closet where he'd been putting his loose change for 30 years. And dumping a bonding experience between the two of them was pouring them out over the dinner table and sorting all the coins so that Grandpa and rolling them so that Grandpa could buy a Wagner power painter so he could paint the entire garage. And then they went to Sears and bought the power painter, and it was a wonderful Saturday night and Sunday afternoon for Derek's only father figure up to this point. It's an Oscar
very
clip.
good. So good. Yeah, okay. So you all hear like the when you complete your task, there is kind of like there's a long pause of silence in the room that you're in before like the surveillance camera that is of course in all of these rooms does like a little ding and flashes green. It pauses for a really long time on CC's as it debates whether this is correct. But because these are computers, it is technically correct. And all of your doors unlock and swing open.
Alright, cool. Hey, Derek. Cece.
Derek like pulls the disintegrator array in one motion and points it at the door. So when you next see Derek, he's pointing and focusing the disintegrator array.
Whoa.
Right at you like flat. Oh, sorry. I didn't know if they were gonna come in and stun ray me.
Yeah, you're in a hallway of all of these identical doors, like assumably of all of these identical rooms, and it seems to stretch on for forever.
What challenge did they give you? Did they
coin counting?
Oh, you got the coins too? What's going on? We didn't have to destroy the pile of.
Yeah.
Usually these trials involve the destruction of other beings like right away to desensitize you to killing. So this is a unusual modification.
Didn't he say he was trying something new?
He did, but how that means not destroying other beings, I don't understand.
Kiana, can we open any of the other sealed doors?
They are locked from the outside.
That's okay.
But you see a few other doors start to open as other.
Do you want to get inside?
No, you cannot.
I was wondering if they were all filled with ash. Like everybody failed, and they were all like.
Now you see a few other Derricks come out of their own rooms as the minutes go by. And then you hear think let me see what percentage of okay. You see most of these doors open.
Only 11% got
And
disintegrated.
then after and you hear another ding ding, and you all hear the sound of disintegrator rays going off.
See, just like I said, this entire culture is based upon an endless hunger for killing.
Well, if you become the next supreme leader, then you can change that.
He's not serious. He would never give up control over Zenlaw. Not ever. I don't trust a word he says. Especially this notion that that the Derricks are his progeny. Sounds exactly like a master manipulation technique used to control the Derricks and lull them into a false sense of security that even one of them could pull them from the oppressive hell that is their existence on this planet. No, he will never break his grip on this world. We'll be
Do all the
lucky to
other
make it out of it
Derricks
alive.
feel like it's an oppressive hell, though?
Of course not. Look at them. They love this. It's pathetic. Look at that one right
So
there.
why would he
He's
need to
smiling
manipulate
like a-
them all?
Because he never broke his grip.
I know that that's a double entendre, CC. I understood that reference, but that's
It's the long con.
Derek has been on Earth long enough to understand why that's funny, and kind of cracks a smile, and then makes eye contact with another Derek, and then just immediately is like, "Oh God." They just make him sick. With sheep, calm as Hindu cows, wandering around, bumbling through their existence, never knowing the truth that they are locked in a brain jail so complete they will never see the other side of it. Anyway, this is all going on, Derek's.
Yeah, you see all the Derricks start to walk out to one direction down the hall, and there's a lot of them. There's 89% of them are out here that we started with. So,
All right.
you are kind of being pushed along, unless you wish to resist.
He turns to Corellia as this sea of Derek's walking by. I never meant for you to come here. I appreciate it very much, but if something should happen to us, I just want you to know that the rest of these Derek's are foolish sheep who will never understand how amazing you are, and will never know the joy that I have of spending this short time with you on Earth. I don't think we're going to make it out of this alive.
I don't know. You seem to be a
So
lot
I
more
just wanted to tell you
competent than a lot of the Derricks here. We were the first 3 out of that last trial.
I am much more
So.
competent.
And
Just saying, if
besides,
they release
we still have John in the Are You
dogs.
Okay?
I'm not even sure that'll be enough by the time this is over.
We also have Leo.
They'll eat Leo. He'll be the first to go. When they'll have the butter. They'll get the butter first. Then they'll start boiling water. And it won't be long after that.
He's pretty fierce, man. Remember when we were that video game? It's cold, man.
He makes eye contact with Da Vinci and squints. And this time,
Quack, quack.
right, we turn and go.
Okay, so are all of you going along with the crowds of Derek?
Yep.
Yes, CC is dancing along in his absolutely second skin layer leather pants.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So y'all go down this incredibly long hallway. Um and it's pretty packed. Like it's the most efficient amount of people
Oh.
in this space.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's staggered the right way and all that stuff. What they've even set into like the right steps. So all at the right pace. It's very awkward for you because if you're just like you're a little bit off, so you're bumping into people, um, and we're bumping into Derek's, and you make your way down to another doorway, upon which it kind of relieves that pressure of everybody around you.
Oh.
To enter into another hallway. And Derek, I want you to make a roll. How do I phrase this? I want you to make a roll to make sure that you stick by your friends.
Don't get lost in the sea of Derek's.
I think that's.
Yeah, I think it's like
I mean,
the
is it a looks
physical,
roll because they all? Yeah, yeah. Is it a looks roll, or is it a luck roll?
I think right now
Because
there's
I
the
don't think
luck
he's
because
like
you're trying to avoid. Yeah. This is a luck because you're trying to avoid being like parted from your friends by the
Yeah.
sea of other people.
I got an 11.
Okay.
So
So
many Derek.
all of you will note that Derek is not with you anymore.
Wait. I think Corellia talks to another Derek for like 20 seconds and goes, wait. This isn't the right one. Sorry. Just forget everything I said.
And Derek, like I think you were too busy monologuing in your head to note that you had been, especially as the room opens up, that you had gone one direction and your friends had gone another.
Yes. He gets distracted like
Yeah.
a baseball game, and you go too far. Yeah.
And you're now in this auditorium, and it's again that dimness, the fluorescent lighting. When Corelli, unfortunately, your relief is cut short by a bright light. It seems like it's trying to do a spotlight, but it's more like a fucking
yeah,
like
a
police.
floodlight. Yeah.
Spotlight, like a floodlight. It's not like it's supposed to be like ta-da, but it's more like you're more like you're being apprehended.
I really wish they'd stop doing that.
That's Where's Waldo,
and-
like late in Where's Waldo, when they go to the pages where it's like a zillion of one person doing, something, and you got to find Corellia and you got to find Cece, and they're tucked in these different. I would like that big wide shot of a zillion Dereks. Some of them are, high-fiving, some of them are using the water fountain. Anyway, I just like this visual of 100,000 Dereks in an auditorium, and somewhere is CC and some Corellia. It's great.
Yeah, it's not 100,000 anymore. It's 89,000. Yes, only 89,000 of them now. F for all the other Dereks. And
Now, are Cece and I still together? Or are we all
Yes.
separated? Okay, so we just lost Derek. That's
yeah,
fine.
you just lost Derek.
He's
which
determined.
Is not great.
No.
Can we do something to act as a lighthouse? CC is going to float above everybody because I can fly. That's my power.
Yeah, you can fly.
And with Chuck Berry's guitar, again, a chain and phrasing and sentencing I never thought I'd use, he begins to play Suicide is Painless, the theme song to MASH. And as he begins to play it, he just looks around knowing that there should be only one Derek that knows what this song is. And much like Kelly and the rest of the medical staff ran towards the choppers, he is hoping that his Derek will run towards him.
Okay. I'm gonna need a couple of rules here, I think. One for CC spotting, and one for Derek noticing and or be able to get over there.
So a cool roll for me.
That'd be smarts. Is that the equivalent of a perception check, would you say? That'd be cool.
Or body.
Yeah,
To just shoulder your way through.
If you were trying to just shove your way through, that's body. If you're trying to find the most efficient way, that'd be smarts or luck. Luck being you're lucky that you kind of get moved in that direction.
Okay, I'm going smarts. He's gonna try and figure out how to get back there. Ooh, I got a 10. I got a 15. Ooh.
Okay. And what did CC get? What's that ridiculous number?
It's 3 + 8 is 11, and then if I'm allowed to add drama and chemistry, then it would be a 13, but or 12 or 13.
Okay.
And what song are you playing?
MASH.
Suicide is Painless, the theme song to MASH. Because you just mentioned MASH.
Turn. He gets the big, the one Derek head, and the crowd turns. I know that song.
Yeah.
Starts doing
and
it's like Clint Eastwood in what was that movie where John Malkovich has the wooden gun? You got to make it through the crowd with your shoulder, big crowd shot.
Not all the president's men. He was the
in the line of fire. He was in the line of fire.
Line of fire. That's it.
He's got to get through the crowd. You got the big oh shit, I got to make it through the crowd shot. They spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah, and you managed to shove your way through, kind of pulling yourself through all of this, and you see and you're able to do this without disrupting too much of this Derek scene. And I think there's a moment that you look, and you see that there's I played it a lot. We just played Resident Evil 3, so of course my brain is it's this you're in this large room, and then at the top there's windows, essentially, or not windows, for people to look into this room. And you see you see the Supreme Leader watching you from all the way to this above, or watching this scene. And you're able to actually kind of move towards him and you don't see his eyes on you. As you're kind of pushing your way to your friends, because you're able to find a smart way without disrupting everything. And you make your way to your friends.
CC. It's me.
Brother Derek. He would float down and hug.
And you see all these other Dereks turn. Yeah, you see all these other Dereks.
Not
turn.
You assholes.
Yeah, not you. He's talking to me. These are my friends from Earth. It's from out of town. You probably never heard of it.
One of them says, I mean, you've been talking a lot about Earth since you got here, so
Yeah.
It's great. McDonald's is open 24 hours a day. It's amazing.
Waffles and such.
It's where we keep America.
My Derek's, on
It's
Earth,
lines from Thursday.
there are both waffles and such available 24 hours a day with free parking. Where I come from, the parking is free. It echoes.
Corellia's keeping her eyes out for the next trial because there's that spotlight that just came on. She's like, one of us needs to be situationally aware.
There is a long there's a silence that where your voice echoes, Derek. And that floodlight shift to you. And you hear the voice of the Supreme Leader. You see him like up there speaking to like a microphone of some form. You're like, well, nice of you to single yourself out here. Makes my job a lot easier.
By my count, I've done at least 4 things that would previously get me disintegrated. The punishment would be disintegration on sight. What is your game, Supreme Leader? What are we doing here? We're not here to just count coins. How could it possibly be that you would ever relinquish your grip on Zenla? You have your own bathroom. You have the good bathroom. I know this is true. I have seen the executive bathroom. It's amazing. Why would you ever give that up?
Well, after hearing about all of your exploits and adventures, I thought it was about time that I go and experience such things for myself. And of course, I can't leave Zenla in any simple hands.
You would go to Earth?
Oh, and whatever other planets are out there. I believe there was a interesting planet in your records of Planet Cool.
You would hate Planet Cool. It's awesome. It's everything Zenla isn't. There's free orange Juliuses that just hand them out. I can't tell if my internet is crashing. Derek is at once horrified.
Too, it's fine.
Yes. He's at once horrified and also like on some level wants the Supreme Leader to see Earth, right? And in because he's played by a great actor named David Love, who shows all the complexity. All you have to do is look on his face and see this inner conflict written like a young Pacino, right? It's all right here. And there's a quiet intensity, you know, and so he's having this like moment of the horror that the Supreme Leader would dare go on a vacation to the planet that he loves so dearly and is under his protection, but also like a bright future. It sees the vision of a bright future, and this is all right here. Now that I brought the game to another screeching halt on this Derek's interior monologue.
All I'm thinking of the entire time is how we have Gene Sterling, a serviceable actor, and David Love, who's nuanced, going toe to toe here.
Gene Sperling, or I'll take Martin Balsam. I'll take a 12 Angry Men Martin Balsam around that time.
And yeah, you see him like kind of just clap his hands and I suppose I just have to see it for myself. Well, perhaps I'll see you on the other side. Or at least one of you.
What? You're going now?
And he turns and leaves.
No!
Are we killing everyone? He says, as if prepared to do so since they landed.
No,
Because it's
CC.
teenagers from outer space.
we're not going to kill them.
Did he like pick somebody?
We're going to lead them.
Are we going to show them a better way? Stepped on that, I'm sorry.
Did he pick somebody? You didn't pick somebody. Did he pick? Who did he pick? Did he say?
Nope.
He left.
He did not say. And like you hear all of this murmuring around you of all these Derek being like, did
All right,
you pick
Derek.
somebody? What do we do? It's just
I think I got this. And I hold out my
incredible
hand.
confusion.
Does Derek take it?
Take it.
And I teleport up to where the Supreme Leader was, in that room with the glass windows. And I'll say, the mic's yours.
And as he takes it, they get that eye contact. They get that moment between the two of them. Of total, as far as Derek is concerned, total admiration, total commitment. It's that I would die for you, steely look that a young, River Phoenix or a young Christian Slater definitely had. That sort of smoldering. River Phoenix maybe a little too young. Well, let's go Christian Slater. That kind of smoldering intensity. Yeah. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves level Christian Slater, even though he didn't.
You're not going to take a full Untamed Heart?
And so Derek takes the microphone, which is that awful conference room. It's a little too long. There's some feedback. He has to hold it pretty far with his
It's
mouth.
like the one that's got
in
like
and
the
out.
bass
There's
and the
these
button and
awful
it
house
stands.
speaker.
Yeah.
Yes. It's heavy on the bottom of it, so it's wonky and awkward to hold. And there's these awful house speakers because they put AV in this thing, but they didn't think about it very much. I understand that it's there, but it's not effective. It's not doing its job. So anyway, folks, the AV sucks in this room. Let's move on. Good. Derek's. Today is a new day on Zenla. Today, the genocide, the endless thirst for killing, and the destruction of sentient life in the interest of simply locating grazing land for our gargon herds is over. Concluded. Cease to be. Today is our birthday. Today is our Independence Day. And today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of Zenla, and yes, also the Earth. A planet that I swore that I loved with all my heart and I should never, never leave it. Which I have done that twice. I have left it twice.
Like three, 4 times.
But my heart, this is my beautiful girlfriend, Corellia. She's wonderful and amazing. And had I never journeyed to Earth, broken the ways of my people, shattered the mental chains that kept me in a cubicle for so long. I've been doing this for about an hour and a half, right? That is over. That time for you has begun. I will free you, Derek's, and all the people of Zenla. We're going to take a field trip to Earth. I want you all to pack a lunch and some good walking shoes. And get one of those things so your identification is inside your shirt, okay? Or in your underwear, in your regulation chastity thong, which we're going to have to talk about the regulation chastity thong, but that's not a good time to do that. Well, that'll be a separate meeting, and we'll schedule that separately. The point is, we're all going on a field trip, and I will set you free.
CC's handing out fluorescent green shirts that say I'm with Derek, like you would see with like a tour group.
We can get some movies going, like a culture program kind of thing.
Am I gonna make you roll for this?
Oh my God, it's so funny. I love it so much. Derek addressing his people
Yeah.
and liberating poorly. I love it so much.
I
It's
would like you to
so
make a
funny.
roll for me. I would like you to make a roll.
I would love to. What sort of role, Kiana?
God, this is who? What type of role is this? I'm gonna say this is cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And me and Leo are standing behind him, like arms crossed, like bodyguards.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So with an
Amazing.
11.
11.
With an 11. You see as all the Derricks turn to each other. They look to the left. They look to their rights. And they all cheer. And
Hold his hand up.
CC start playing.
CC, what's the song that's playing? Yeah.
I would die for you, Prince.
Perfect.
Today,
And as
my
the song
friends,
rings out,
can I like to think that they all start cheering, and then he looks at Corellia.
Yeah.
Like they all start cheering, and then he looks at Corellia and smiles, and they share a moment, and then he looks back at the crowd and he goes, "Today, we're all going to Branson," and they go apeshit.
We're all gonna get laid.
We're all going to Silver Dollar City, and we're all gonna get laid. Woo!
That'll be a change.
and
When actually
as
they're only gonna get a churro and a donkey, and maybe buy a scented candle at the gift shop.
and as this call rings out, the music plays. All of the Derricks are with you, Derek. Our camera pans out to outside of Zenlaw as we see a large, intimidating spaceship take off towards Earth. And that's where we're going to leave this episode of TH from Outer Space.
Dun,
That's it.
dun,
That's
dun.
where,
Yeah, I would like to think. I would like to think that we'll cut and the Supreme Leader is like on the teacups at Disneyland, eating, like a dreamsicle, having the time of his life. But I don't know. I'm not so sure.
we will see where the Supreme Leader is at next episode.
month. Oh. Oh.
Next month. But that was our episode today. Got to see Derek's home planet. Got to celebrate his birthday. Always a fun time. All right, we're gonna go around and we'll meet our lovely people where they can tell us who they are, where we can find them on the internet, and their favorite moment of today. I think first off, we gotta go to you, Travis. It was your episode.
Do we gotta? I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta.
I love this. I love this so much. Like the fact that I even get to articulate the things that we've been discussing for the last 2 hours. Like I can't tell you how much my heart fills with joy that I'm not alone in how amusing I find Derek's dramatic circumstance. It's one of the things that I think is so brilliant about that movie, if I may, is the screenplay is actually like on the page. Teenagers from Outer Space is actually really very canny and funny, and part of it because its version of Teenage Rebellion is for all the marbles. Like it's if 1984 was your teenage, but I don't want a movie, and I love that so much. I burn for it. And I love that Derek is getting to be a better boyfriend, and just this Rick and Morty moment we have of this flood of Derek's, and the vision of the Where's Waldo page of all the Derek's, and it says, "See if you can find Corellia, Cece," and their little animated bodies. It just makes me really happy. I'm really glad that I get to do this, and thank you, Lindy and Kiana, and happy birthday, Greg. And I'm producer Trev, and I'm going crazy. I've been home for 3 weeks, and I'm going crazy. And if I didn't have these games, I don't want to think about a future where, or some sort of reality, some sort of alternate reality, where somewhere there's a dimension where Travis is not playing tabletop role-playing games on Twitch and he's miserable. So thank you very much for this, and I can't wait to do it again. And Lindy's gonna tell you all about the D&D that I get to play on her channel. So thank you for this, Kiana. Dreams are coming true.
I'm really glad. I did get up at a stupid hour to watch Teenage from Outer Space that one time on
I did too. Someone
Yeah,
didn't.
So
Someone didn't. Someone didn't wake up to do that.
It's okay. Someone almost didn't wake up for their episode this morning either.
You don't know what I'm up against. Yes, I did get a call at 8:30 this morning. Like, this is your wake up call. Like, it's. I can't tell you. Like that experience alone of getting a wake up call from Lindy. It's a special thing.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that you introduced me to that movie where I could then use it in this ridiculous game that we got to play as a foundation for arcs. Because otherwise, I don't plan stuff. Things just happen. All right. Let's, if my internet won't die on me, let's go over to Greg. Hello, Greg. Please.
Hi, friend. Yeah, I think internet's being especially bad. I know that I'm at least 3 or 4 seconds behind everybody. So, with that being said, Grimjack21502 on the Twitter. Yeah, your laughter came like 3 or 4 seconds after I said it. So, anywho, I had a great time playing today. It was really super duper fun. Was that signed by Gene Sterling?
It's
Yes.
signed by the whole
Anyhow,
cast of Mystery Science. I got all of MST to sign my copy of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and that's how obsessed with this movie I am. I just want to see if it was on the shelf. Sorry, go back. Excuse me.
Yeah, I had a blast. I thought the speech was awesome. Because of my lag, I won't say anything more, but I have a blast playing. It's been a bummer couple days, and this is balm for the soul, so I appreciate it very much. Back to you.
Yeah, this was great. Always, CC's perfect timing of music is always great. Always wonderful. Before I pass it on to Lindy, I'm Kiana. I was your referee today. I was your GM. I was playing I was playing all the other Dereks and the Supreme Leader, who is also technically a Derek, I guess.
Bearded Derek.
The thing above all Dereks. Yeah, this was yes. Derek when he's much older, when he is an adult. That is what Derek will be like. Yeah, this was so much fun. I always thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoyed the looks of confusion when I described the coin counting trial. Thank you, chat, for that. I also thoroughly enjoyed making this planet as weird as possible and implementing all the Derricks as weirdly as possible, and the birthday cake. Just having just be as generic as possible. It's great. Lots of fun to always play this. Want to give a shout out to Emma, who was not able to be with us today. She is Emma Rote over on Twitter and the communications director of WebDM. And I'd like to give a shout out to our Telstorian, of course, because they are wonderful people who help support us, who made this game. So go check them out over on Twitter. As for myself, I'm Kiana S. Find me over on Twitter and Twitch that way. I'm also the co-producer of Salt Sweet Games. I'm going live with that on with Master Nylathotep in about 20 minutes. So you can catch me over there. But otherwise, keep up with us on Twitter so we can find out when we go live next for Teenage from Outer Space. And we get to go to Earth again with all the Derricks and perhaps the Supreme Leader. We'll see what happens. We'll go over to you, Lindy.
It's gonna be
It's your
real
channel.
interesting. Yes, this is my channel. Hi, I'm Lindy. It's my channel. That was so much fun. I love this game. I love these people. I'd say this went better than the last time we didn't have John Smith, because the last time we didn't have John Smith, CC got it on with my mom. So I think we did pretty good this month, considering. But yeah, if you guys like games, you should check.
That's why I asked for face claim for the Supreme Leader.
Yeah. Yes, of course, obviously, duh. CC is just, it's gonna everyone's parents. No one's parents are safe. But if you like games, you should follow all of these wonderful, fantastic people. If you like morning games, you should check out Kiana and I tomorrow on Salty Sweet Games' channel for 11 a.m. Witcher. And if you like Witcher games, you should check me and Greg out on Greg's channel, Tales from the Grim, for 8 p.m. Eastern? Yes, 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday night Witcher. And if you like games in between those two dates, we have Monday and Tuesday D&D here on the channel, where Travis is with me. I've got games with all these people. It's great. And Travis, if you like his internal monologues and speeches, his characters definitely do that as well, but in different variations and forms, and it's fantastic. So Monday nights is Mondays in Exandria. We just convinced a dragon not to murder us and give us a bunch of money that we're not keeping. But we're not dead, so that's the biggest take. And Tuesdays is super spooky, and if you like even more terrifying spooky, next Friday, producer Trav DMs our once-a-month Aliens campaign for us, which Greg has guested on, and it's stressful, it's intense, it's got mashed up Blade Runner and Predator, and it's just great, it's fantastic. He's very passionate about it, which makes us passionate about it. Thank you all so much for watching this morning. I hope everyone has a lovely, wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll catch you, hopefully, next month. Laters.